My name is Dr. Gregory Wolynec. I am the Director of Orchestral Activities and a conductor here at the University of Southern Mississippi in the School of Music. So I actually grew up in Vermont, very far from here, a small state up in the Northeast, and really a non-musical household. Classical music was something that I sort of discovered in high school. I had been playing clarinet since fourth grade when we started in band. And a friend of mine, I'd gotten a recording called Emerson, Lake and Powell. I listened to that, I thought this was spectacular. A friend of mine said, it's actually written for orchestra by a composer named Gustav Holst. He gave me a recording of that. And then one time I listened all the way through the tape and also heard another section of it called Jupiter, and I was hooked. At some point in time during my undergraduate studies, and I was doing clarinet performance and music education, I became fascinated with conducting. So I actually decided to teach in a very small rural county up in northern New York State called Parishville Hopkinton Central School. And at a local university that was an engineering school called Clarkson University, actually had a student-led orchestra, and I was invited to be the conductor for that. And so that was my time getting ready for graduate school. Graduate school was at Michigan State University, and from there it's been a combination of professional conducting, but also working as an educator. This job right here, Director of Orchestral Activities at Southern Miss, really has turned out to be the perfect position.
Hi, my name is Sofia Suarez, and I am the viola principal at the USM Symphony Orchestra. I think he has a very pedagogical approach. He really wants the ensemble to learn, but he also tries to push the ensemble to its limits. So he looks for a way for people to understand without being imposing, but still correcting. Some days we're more tired, some days we're a little bit not as together. But I feel that overall he does a very good job of making us feel welcome, feel well, and he does a very good job at making us feel like we're improving.
The student orchestra, it's misleading when we say it's a student orchestra, because many of these students are also very active as professional musicians all around the Southeast. Many of them have been professional musicians in other countries. 15 different countries are represented by the orchestra. And so instead of having to worry about various student ensembles and teaching conducting classes, plus also running a professional orchestra, here with the USM Symphony, I'm actually doing all of those things at one place. So I run a graduate program in orchestral conducting, and I run the USM Orchestra, where we do amazing concerts with professional level literature, but we're able to do it with more care and more attention to detail than you can frequently do in a professional setting, because we have a little bit longer time in order to get ready for each of the performances.
He overall is extremely patient, and I really like that about him, and he understands that there sometimes are discrepancies between different members level-wise and how we all have to try and fit together to be an ensemble. Sometimes he makes jokes about it, so it's nice, so it kind of like clears the air, but it's like, okay, are we supposed to do it that way? No, we're supposed to be together. So I enjoy his jokes, personally.
One of the great things about working with students, Leonard Bernstein, the famous American conductor, would talk quite a bit about how in the German language, the word for teaching and learning are the same thing. And I am constantly learning from my students. That's where a community that is as just diverse and fascinating as we have here in Hattiesburg helps me sort of figure out what makes our ensemble work. So it's been a real passion of mine over the last several years to find ways that the orchestra isn't just a museum piece, but that it's alive and relevant. And so if I can find pieces that can also showcase more of a variety of cultures and the backgrounds that our students represent, then they feel like they have more of a home and a place within the orchestra. And it's not just the performers. The audience can start to recognize that more of them have a home within the orchestra.